So are you guys ready to get lost again?
Land of the Lost or like
Living
Lost
in the
Lost?
Land of the Lost. Do you
Completely
remember that
lost.
one from the 90s? They had so many different Land of the Lost shows, and we used to watch the one with Kevin Porter. That's the only name I remember. And Stink. Living in the Land of the Lost.
Oh my God, you were
You
so
guys
into that.
loved that.
Yeah.
I know the older one. I don't know.
Yes, with the slee stacks. All the old green creatures.
Are we dated, guys? I don't know. Maybe so. But so is
never
this show,
tell.
and it's pretty epic.
Are you saying I'm old?
No.
No,
Well,
I'm
we're
older. I
twins.
saw the
Oh,
older
yeah.
one.
That's okay. We're all young at heart. Woohoo! We're still
That's
young.
right.
We're still young. But we're on episode 7 of season 2 of Lost, and this one's called The Other 48 Days. So I have a theory what that means, but I'll let you guys go first.
So I'm thinking they're on 48 days, and it's not the others. So the other 48 days, like what their 48 days were like so far.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I'm
Yes.
thinking too. That was fun.
I almost like
We're all-
blurted that
I
out.
had to use my brain.
No, it's good because I like how we all have an idea, but
I
sometimes
use my
it's
brain
cool
too
to
much to get
hear
through this.
stuff. You can make a
burnt
wish.
his hair
Burns
off.
my
You
hair.
can make a wish. So I think it has to do with the other group with Anna and what we're going to see, like maybe what happened to them the last 48
Yes,
days.
Mr. Echo.
So I'm assuming then we're 48 days in then.
Yes,
I don't
we
even know.
are.
I keep getting lost because we're
The last time I heard we were
Lost.
44 days or something like that. I think so. Yeah.
So this is like a rewind and what happened to them during the first 48 days
Yeah.
of the island.
After she explains why she's shut.
So that means there should be a lot more people on this island at the moment
I
when they
mean,
do the recap.
Yeah.
we need to learn more about the others and why they are the way they are. Like they're so violent. They
They're
seem primitive. I
paranoid.
don't
They're
know.
quiet.
They're very violent, and they've experienced far worse, I think. And they lost a lot more people
Yeah.
than our group that we've been following. I think it has to do with the leadership. I think Anna's the leadership.
Well,
and I think
it also feels like they're closer to the others because they have interactions with them.
Yeah, they lost so
Yes.
many people already, so that's not good. And yeah, so I agree. Because even not walking too far from their camp or whatever, like that other bunker, they were already in their territory. They're like, we don't go that way because of the others. So, and Lost, I mean, they're not as aware. I mean, they kind of are, but they don't really know a lot of the land yet.
That land there's a lot of land there. That's
There's
a big
lot of
island.
land. So maybe, our normal group or our group that we've been following is just lucky where they are. Even
Very.
with the dangers that they have, but not as
Yeah.
bad as this group. Woo! So shall we get into it and see what's going to happen?
Let's do it.
I noticed
Day one.
when we watched this show, our reviews are so long. So thank you, Heather, who mainly edits these videos, like the full reactions. Kim does her fairs for this one, but like it's it's a challenge, I'm sure, because we have a lot to say. But I know you guys love it, so thank you.
We're long-winded.
We're long-winded. Ooh.
long-winded.
All right, the other 48 days. Oh my God! Holy crap!
I couldn't even imagine.
It's amazing. So many survived.
Yeah, no kidding. That plane's in pieces.
Look at her going back out to help.
Oh, they had kids too.
Oh, she's gone.
Oh, no.
Shouldn't they still be in their seats and stuff?
Yeah, with the life vest on.
Don't be there.
Come with me.
But then she's not there with her now. Oh, good.
Let her out.
Aww.
I'll be back in a minute.
It's
Sweet.
so nice, yeah. To be able to do that, I mean, it takes a lot.
Somebody's got to do it though.
I know. Oh.
I went off the smoggle, lost my edge, and bam!
Put it back.
Snapped my
Oh,
left leg.
Just set it.
Someone in the jungle!
do you get
Oh,
thrown
I
from
hope
the
it's not
plane, or
fake.
is this a trap?
Help!
Oh, still in the seat.
Oh,
is that
it's
Bernard?
Rose's husband. Yes.
Oh.
Is he dead?
Jeez.
I think he's
Yeah.
dead.
It's pretty
I
far.
don't
Only
think
hope.
I can do that.
Bernard, those seats are
You can
gonna
do it.
fall.
Hug and slide, hug and slide.
Go quickly.
Have a good grip.
Come on, you
Every
can
move you
do
make
it.
shifts the weight.
It's okay.
Hold it.
I think
All right, hold on
I
tight,
love trees.
okay? I'm coming
you
up
tree
to get
hugged
you.
you.
Were any of them African American? No.
They're so in love because she was just like
It's
that.
gonna be a great reunion. For
What was that?
Is there a struggle
looks like he did it.
defending himself?
Looks really bad.
Okay, so these guys were
Wallet.
attacking him.
No cell phone, no keys, nothing.
Who are these people?
Man, they had a lot.
I don't know. These
Okay,
people were
he's
here
making
before
spears.
us.
It's Donald. His leg, the infection is getting worse.
Oh crap!
He'll be the fourth to go.
Can't exactly amputate. Can't exactly fix it.
Oh, these poor kids. I've done that before.
No chickens were harmed in the making of this.
Oh, that one was.
I heard a pig or something out there. Maybe we can have some bacon tomorrow.
Bacon.
I had to go to the bathroom.
We have a system for that. We go in pairs.
Yeah, sorry.
Could he be part of the others dressed as a normal person? Oh, yep.
Oh, they're right there.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Holy crap!
You don't have anyone keeping watch?
Holy crap! They just
There goes the
took the
kids.
kids.
Ooh.
Good fighter.
Wake up! Who are you? Talk to me.
She's dead.
She's dead.
Dead. Is that a knife?
The numbers.
What is that?
A list of what?
What does it say?
Of us.
I mean, they already lost people and they got attacked before.
They dragged 9 people into the jungle. The kids. And there's no sign of them?
It's dark and you don't know the island either.
Calm down. Let's
You might
figure
be
this
part of
out.
it.
One of them had a list of us.
With their
They
names?
got our names from the people they already took. What?
Where were you?
I was going to the bathroom. Hey, stop! We're all
They're
scared.
accusing him.
I don't know.
It's
I
like a
don't her.
paranoid here. We don't know anything.
Rock wall at our backs, lots of fruit trees. Right here looks pretty good to me.
He wants to be the leader too.
Fine.
She doesn't like him and is paranoid.
Hey,
This hole is for you.
Hey.
Oh, is that the jail hole?
back at the beach.
Yeah, maybe.
the night
Oh yeah.
came.
Why do you think I'm digging this hole?
Jail. Is that Atlas? I hear him panting.
Yeah,
Oh
and
yeah.
then-
I was wondering if it was Vincent. Holy smoke! Oh, she's just gonna throw him in.
See, this isn't good either.
Yeah, that's what I was
you
doing for 2 hours. He doesn't like the idea.
You got a problem with this?
I stayed a couple extra days to sightsee.
How come nobody saw you on the plane, Nathan?
I was in the lavatory.
But that's because
Maybe he
you
has a
weren't on it.
condition.
What's
What's
that
he got?
behind you?
They gave him something overnight.
Get up.
He's not gonna.
They
He's
made
so
something.
defiant.
I said get up. Who did it?
We're not savages.
If I were a savage, I would have cut off his finger already. That's tomorrow.
No.
Grab the rope.
Oh, he's gonna get him out.
I think we all think that she's gonna hurt you. And you need to get away from here.
What the hell did he just do? He just broke his neck?
Broke his neck, yeah.
What?
No shit.
Oh my god. He just snapped his neck for no reason. Oh, hello.
Here he is.
Morning.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
A little confident.
They found us. It's time to move.
They need lock.
He
That's what they
wants-
need.
Yeah, they do.
Man.
Quarantine.
And nobody questions that sign.
On the inside, so they probably didn't even see it. Oops.
Dharma.
Dharma.
Well, all of them are still alive, right? The ones we see. Besides.
We just don't see Goodman.
It's a glass eye.
Ooh.
A glass eyeball.
That's weird.
It's a radio.
Don't start snickering yet, man.
Well, that's getting broken.
If we want a signal, we need to get to higher ground. I'll do it.
I'll go with you.
No, you should stay here, Anna. Get this place set up.
No, he's gonna call his
We can
buddies.
all get it set up.
That first night, they took the strongest of us. They're all athletic.
Now they're
Threats.
gonna take you. He's gonna take
They
you.
didn't take you.
I was just gonna say that. That was gonna be my next question.
I had the knife.
No! Oh, no.
It's an apple knife. Ah!
It's like a
Take a
pomegranate.
knife. Don't do it.
Thank you.
He was weird on doing that.
Yeah.
How did you find Bernard up in the tree?
It's a good
Yeah.
I'm shouting from
How'd
the
you
beach.
do that, Goodwin?
From the beach. Is that why you pretended to be one of us?
question. Ah.
Good, she's on him.
It's pretty sharp.
You ran out of
Yeah.
the jungle 10 minutes after the crash. You weren't wet.
Now what? And you're so
Okay,
far
now
away.
it's gonna be a big
This is
fight.
his territory.
Did you kill him?
Nathan was not a good person. That's why he wasn't on the list.
Good people are on the list.
They're better off now.
Better off now. It's just the way he says it. Land. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Was that one of the bodies that we saw impaled?
Oh!
stick around.
Yeah. Don't.
We're safe here now.
Tell him.
Yeah, because now
Why
it's
is
gonna
everybody
look
so
like he killed
secretive?
him. I know.
It's a big
Mystery.
thing.
Everyone must be lost at all times.
It really doesn't.
Is that you're right? That's Boone?
Oh, that's
That's
Boone.
Boone. Yeah, he said Mayday,
Is there
Mayday.
someone there?
Don't break it.
It's them.
No, but what if there really are survivors out there?
There are no survivors.
I'm giving up a little too easily.
Oh, she's breaking down.
What are you looking at?
Going to be okay.
What, you talking now?
You waited 40 minutes to cry.
Libby.
Oh,
That's Cheng.
Hand him over. Is he alive?
oh and then
He's
he runs.
running.
Oh.
And then meets up with the others on the
Mm-hmm.
beach. Damn.
Oh.
Guy looks so crazy.
Didn't ask
That
questions
scared me
later.
the first time, yeah.
See with that gun.
And
And
Shannon.
she gets her.
Something's gonna go down.
It goes sour.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jeez.
This was a good episode, though. I really wanted to see this point on, but
Yeah.
I like seeing what they went through the first 48 days. Like, that
So,
was insane.
Most of what they went through was in the first, 4 days.
Yeah. And she did mention a few things. Like, she goes, well, first day this happened, second day. And then I just remember her saying a bunch of people disappeared soon after. So that must be the 9 people in this one. And how quickly they maneuvered to take out people. Like, that was crazy. I mean, no one has survival skills, I guess, because they didn't need them before. But to take 9 people
It's-
like that, that's
It's also crazy
impressive.
that the moment they crashed, there was one of them infiltrating them.
Yeah. Was already
I
there
mean, like-
Like
waiting.
instantly. Haha.
minutes.
They're due here in 42 days.
Yeah, I mean, unless they're close by anyways, and then they're like, hey, plane crash, or maybe there's a lot more going on. Of course, we don't know much yet. I mean, we know more than we did, but maybe the others made that signal to make the plane crash, and they were waiting for it to happen. Not that they would know exactly what location it would fall in, but to be in that part of the island, it's huge. I don't know. Maybe they coordinated
Well,
it
do you
where
think
they were waiting ahead
the
of time.
island has some kind of magnetic device that caused this plane to crash that drew them off course?
Then
Yeah,
maybe
and
the
caused- and
others
that's
can
how they
Yes,
know.
and didn't that other bunker, that other station, have some kind of magnetic? Desmond's station, something magnetic was pulling at Jack's key. There is.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That
So,
room.
Mhm.
and they were off course for 2 hours before the pilot realized.
Yeah.
So that's quite a far distance. But Yeah, they were just like, it almost like they were just waiting for
That's what I
Maybe,
think.
another.
I mean,
There's-
unless
there's
you're just
gotta
like,
be-
oh, sweet, perfect timing, and he just ended up being there. But that had to be planned out. I don't know. For him to just be there, it's a large island. You don't know exactly where the plane's going to crash. It's
I know
moving so
they're not.
fast.
It's not like they're right on the beach either. They're somewhere else. They're pretty far off into the jungle.
But then you have Goodwin, who was there already, and he was helping people. I mean, maybe a few minutes went past. I mean, it took a while for them to swim to shore. But maybe they had enough time to run. Maybe that would take a half hour or something to get there.
When she was figuring out that Goodwin was not one of them, she's like, "Well, you were dry." I'm like, "Well, Bernard was dry. There was somebody else in his seat." I mean, I would think it's possible that somebody made it onto the island without being wet.
Yeah, Bernard wasn't too wet. But that was a good, observation that she had. She knew. And she went out there in the jungle knowing that.
But she also
I
accused
herself.
somebody else for 4 days
Yeah.
before finding out who it was. So she wasn't right at first.
Yeah, I don't think she got it right away. Like, she was kind of more gullible right in front of her paranoia going after Nathan. But I think she started piecing it together afterwards. And maybe the key thing was when Goodwin said, oh, he escaped. Like, he was the one who kept initiating the conversations, right? And then, so maybe that's when she finally clicked and said, oh.
So Goodwin killed Nathan to still keep her off track.
Yes.
Because if he started cutting his fingers off, she would have finally figured out that he wasn't the one they're looking for.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I was afraid, too, it can go either way because you don't know how strong this guy is. And meaning that, like, he might stick to the truth and be like, it's not me, please, for the life of me, like, stop cutting my fingers, or, like, oh my God, the torture there, like, can't even imagine.
Yeah.
But if you're getting tortured like that, wouldn't you be like, okay, yes, it was me, and so it can go either way, because we don't know Nathan. So if you're torturing someone enough, they might say whatever you want to not torture them.
They purposely made Nathan kind of an asshole just to kind of throw us off.
Yeah.
And
that was good.
It worked.
It was
works.
great because he wasn't
Not
in
gonna
the
judge.
group that we've seen presently. He wasn't in there, and neither was Goodwin. So you knew they were going to be eliminated somehow. Whether
And-
they ran back to the others or they were killed like this.
Yeah. And when people get scared too, like, people start to not hallucinate, but they start to piece things together that aren't really there. And maybe no one did see him on the plane, but there's a ton of people on that plane.
Yeah,
And he could be easily missed. So now that everyone's agreeing, well, I didn't see him. Well, I'm good with faces, so I didn't see him either. You might be good with faces, but we don't know you well at all. And I know a lot of people, like, you freak out and you're in a situation of panic, and you're not paying attention, or you're just tired on the plane. Like, I'm not going to focus on every single
And
face
you're in the
that's
tail
around me.
end.
Yeah, and so, and then afterwards, like, when trauma sets in, you kind of reset, and sometimes you don't remember everything. You try to piece it back together, and then you kind of fabricate certain holes in your memory, and I don't know. So I wouldn't trust, like, everyone. That sucks for Nathan, be like, well, I don't remember seeing him. Like, maybe they didn't.
who pays
because
attention
he
Yeah,
was in the
and the
plane,
poor
but
guy
it's
was in the
also-
bathroom that instance.
Yeah.
And in the jungle.
And at
so
that
he really
point-
had a problem.
Yeah, I
Maybe
thought
he's got
maybe he had
IBS,
a
I mean,
medical.
come on.
Yeah, he might have a medical issue that we're not aware of, and he didn't want to tell anyone because it's embarrassing.
What's the big guy's name?
Echo?
Dr.
Echo.
Mr. Echo.
I love
Yeah,
Echo. I love that name.
Why do you think he wasn't talking for 40 days? Do you think maybe he was repenting for the 2 people he killed on the
I
beach?
totally thought that. Yes, that's what I thought.
I think
I
he's
thought
a
it was his own
religious
way to be
person.
like,
I think
Yeah, he's like, it's been 40 days, and then the first thing he says is, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
He's a very gentle soul. You can tell him right from the beginning. As soon as he could stand up in the water, he was pulling people out. Then he got the dead bodies out,
Mm-hmm.
and
He helped a lot.
he was very, very gentle.
But he's
soul.
also the muscle, too, when they need him to be.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he could be crazy muscle with his crazy
As
eyes,
Sawyer,
being the
still
crap out of
feeling it.
Michael and Sawyer and everyone, yeah. But he kind of reminded me different, but he reminded me of Jack. Like, both groups have someone that just jumps in to action and tries to help everyone as much as he can to the point of exhaustion, like he just wants to help. So that's good that they have him. And
But they don't have a Jack. They have someone who's,
yeah, they don't.
familiar with it, but not a Jack.
Not
So, I
even
mean, she
close.
set the bone, but they weren't able to, go any further than
And they
that.
had no supplies. That
Yeah.
tail end, they had nothing.
Well, our group was lucky because they had most of the supplies. They were in the center section that
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
all the
That's a good
compartments
Hearing
Even the alcohol.
yeah, I know, darn you. But even Anna saying before, like, well, and what are we going to do with the infection? And I was thinking,
Well,
even if someone cut off his leg, he's going to bleed out because no one's a surgeon, no one knows medical stuff. So
Yeah, I
if
mean,
you do
even if
that,
you cut
you're
his
gonna
leg
be a
off and his leg can get infected.
Get infection, yeah.
Again, yeah. So either way, it really shows like no one has a doctor there. So you guys are screwed if anything big happens. So fast forwarding now to Shannon. I know we're going back and forth with that. So you guys think she's dead?
She's gone. I think she's dead.
I think she's gone.
I mean, they don't really have any medical means to fix a bullet wound. I mean,
So you'd
that
be
was
on
a
her
bad
right
one.
now, not staring the lady down. He'd be
Yeah.
on trying to actively help
Yeah.
her. I mean, look what he did for so many other people. I mean, he would act immediately
Yeah.
if he knew
Yeah.
she had a chance.
yeah,
This
I think
is so
she
bad.
might have passed on.
Hmm.
Yeah, and how they met too. I mean, her group is going to look bad now that she shot her. Especially with Saeed being there. Who knows what Saeed's going to do now? Because he might be in a blind rage of what just happened and just
It kind of
attack
seems
them.
like it.
And then something might happen to Saeed to make it worse. And then the other group's going to come over and see.
Well, if
them
Saeed tries to do
gone or
anything,
something.
Echo's probably going to intervene.
Yeah. Oh, I hope
Echo's
they
a
don't
little
fight
bigger.
each other. Yeah.
I'm hoping that Michael and Jen can kind of convince them that it was an accident.
I hope
'cause
so.
they
Yeah,
all
or at
heard the
least
whispers.
Sawyer, yeah.
So in this case, it is good that they are with Anna and everyone else.
Now going back to like Goodwin and like everybody who was taken, he said that the ones who were taken were good people. That's why they were taken.
Yeah.
So
That's strong.
what do you
Yes.
think's going on with that?
That's a good question. And I don't know. I don't know if they're trying to build a civilization. They're just
Well, what are they
collecting
considering
people, though?
good people? I mean, Echo's a pretty
Physically
good person,
good. Maybe he
Yeah.
took people that were strong. They took the kids, yes, probably to.
but well, the kids
know.
that can mold still.
Yep.
They're young enough to relearn and
Hmm.
to grow their own strength.
Yeah.
But like
Unless
the other
it's
people,
something to do with the lab.
They weren't. Yeah.
but they knew who they were, only being there for just a few days.
They
knew
were
everybody's
observing them
name.
all day long, I'm sure, for
and
the
then
days
Goodwin
that they
being
were
there.
there.
He's really listening.
Maybe it's like
Yeah.
this one's a teacher, this one's a a doctor, this one's a
Hmm.
gynecologist.
Man, I know, it's like all the mystery behind it all. Like, so now I'm
Our
starting to feel
caves are
like
moldy.
the people they take are not dead. They're not torturing them. They're doing something to mold them to be like them. That's what I'm assuming.
Well,
They all have
I
roles
mean,
to play.
They can't be held too good because they were dragged away through the woods. I mean, they're all going to be traumatized.
I don't think, I don't mean like that they're doing a good thing, but I don't think
Yeah, there's
that
no
they're
bed and
going
breakfast
to.
anyway.
Yeah, they're not going to harm them or kill them or something. I mean, like,
Yes.
they're probably going to add them to the community to help out or something.
But the bunker that they found, it still has power,
Yeah.
but it looks totally different from the other one. There's like nothing in it
Yeah.
Yeah.
except
big
for like a
time.
chest and some other things.
Maybe things
Like
are
it's
closed
just
off.
made
It's just
for
a
a
section.
different reason,
Yeah.
not for
And it
living
still says
quarters.
quarantine on the inside though.
Yeah.
So maybe they're doing different tests, and this is something like different from the other bunker, like completely different science experiment going on.
You maybe have different ones in every location or something.
Yeah.
Well,
Or maybe they put the dry goods or something like that when they must get a shipment from somewhere. I mean, look at the food that
Oh,
they
somebody's
have.
still paying the electric bill.
Yeah.
yeah, somewhere.
Right.
The polar bears.
They've got a generator on the island.
They got a polar bear on a hamster wheel.
Yeah, I know. One interesting thing about this one was this group didn't interact with any bear, didn't see a mechanical monster, which I'm still calling it that. We can call it a smoke monster now because we saw black smoke. They only had the others. Not only the others are dangerous, like they're kidnapping people at least and still killing
And they
other
heard a
people.
boar.
And they heard a boar. And then our other group had a huge monster, smoke monster, security system thing, all kinds of other, like the bears.
Yeah.
So.
It's going to be interesting to see them come together. It's going to be very interesting to
It's
see.
going to be a clash at first. But going back to that bunker, though, they showed the big symbol on it, it said Dharma.
Right. So it's all together. So they must have different purposes.
Like maybe it's a different initiative or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or an older one, and then they built a newer one.
Did the first bunker, did that have any kind of symbol in it? I can't remember.
I think, did it have something with Dharma? It definitely did. I don't remember what it was, though.
Because the symbol,
A snake
wasn't
or
the symbol
something?
like on everything? It was on all the
I think
the
it was all
food
on the
packaging.
food,
I feel like it's been
on
forever.
all the food. I didn't see
Yeah,
the
it was the
bullets or
logo was on
anything.
like everything.
I'm sure you
Yeah.
guys will let us know, so thank you. We don't try to look up anything due to spoilers, but
Yeah, that must be the
um,
lab.
there was an emblem, and I can almost see it. Kim will be editing that soon, so you can probably like, hey, that's what
Probably
it
know.
was. Yeah, you'll let us know.
And I wonder if Danielle, like her lab, because she was a scientist, she was in part of the scientist, that team. But she was there after this because she had gotten, experience with the others too. So
Well,
these guys are even before them, right?
yeah, seems like it.
Right? So
But the knife that they had was a 20-year-old U.S. military knife.
Yeah,
So was that a different expedition?
I know. Like everyone's
was-
just lost. It's just
Was this like an
island you don't wanna be
international
stuck
affair
on.
that was kind of a lot of testing going on these grounds and things didn't go the way they planned?
or maybe a member of the team was in the U.S. Army 20 years ago. Danielle's been on there, for 16 years? So it's probably just
One of
before
her groups
that.
or something?
Desmond now was told that when he landed there, when he ended up on that island, that someone was ready and came out and said, I was waiting for you or something, like they expected him. And now we have Goodwin who came out too, almost like they were waiting for something to happen. So this must be like a routine thing where they expect more people to show up to help out.
Like
in some
relief or
way,
something?
Oh, that's a good point.
So
No.
that might not be
He wasn't very
connected.
much of a welcome. welcome mat,
Yeah,
was
he
didn't
wasn't.
put it up.
But
Break your
he
neck
went through
here
a lot,
and-
and I don't know, yeah. So
Yeah.
things happen in between, and
They got to do something to these people because look, they got to feed all these people.
a lot of
I bet you it's a
time
pretty
they
big
were,
community.
bored.
And I'm sure some of the people are designated, go out and find people.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
it's
it's
got to
going
be a bigger community
big
'cause-
resort on the other side.
well, look at all the people that they just captured. They have 9 of their group.
Yeah.
They have Walt. That's 10 people right there.
Like that.
Plus, they already killed 4 people. This group did.
Yeah.
So there was at least 5 or 6 that were sneaking through the woods.
Yeah, it's definitely odd because like if you were stranded on an island and other people came, like I'd be like, oh, thank God, there's someone else with me.
Yeah.
Misery
Barbecue
loves
tonight.
company. You know what I mean? So there's something bad going on here.
And for them to dress like that too, like they're still wearing like clothing, pants and shirts, but it's all ripped and torn.
Yeah,
So
it
it's not
almost
like they're
looks like
wearing
burlap
jungle
or
leaves or
something.
something, I don't know, unless they're hunting something that they can wear, but who's sewing them together? Maybe they're hand sewing, I don't know, but
Yeah.
like why are they dressed the way they are? It's not like
They're
full-on
dressed,
Tarzan.
they're kind of
It's-
covered so that, like if the brush doesn't hit their body and the sun, it's like a light colored clothes because it's tan so you don't get, it's not so hot.
Yeah,
But,
and there's still
I mean,
shirts
it-
and pants.
Camouflaged.
Goodwin was dressed like he knew someone was coming, so he was ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
He was all in tan.
Which
So I wonder
makes
if that
me
magnetic
catch
thing
the
from our bunker, from our group, caused this, and they knew it was coming. They knew something was coming to be ready for it.
Yeah.
Those numbers have to mean something because there's a reason why they're written on the first bunker, but I haven't seen the connection on their side yet as to, is it something to do with the others? I was hoping that
With
number
their
9 would have
seating
meant something,
arrangements
but-
on the plane.
on the dance floor. Oh,
Yeah.
well, I was
So
hoping
many
that
questions.
9. I was hoping it would take like 8 people, so it'd be one of the numbers, but
Yeah.
they didn't. It took 9. But
Man, so we're gonna have a lot of questions, and I love talking about the show though. But every time it's like a long conversation, which is good. I like that.
But
But
it's still funny how in this instance, Goodwin came right out as soon as they crashed, but nobody really came out when our group crashed. However, Jack did see a figure which would wound up being his father, but maybe it was someone who looked like his father. So and didn't quite go through with the whole thing because he was found out early. He
knows?
didn't have a chance to blend.
that's a good idea too. Who knows? I mean, we did see him up close, and it looked just like him. But who knows? He was also really sleep deprived, right, and delirious. So he might have
He just
imagined it was
crashed
him.
with an aircraft. So
I mean, it creeped
Yeah,
me
and
out
the
when you saw
dog
the
took
coffin.
off.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe they're just kind of hallucinating things too. Because
Yeah, and maybe there's just so many in that group that they said, you know what, we can't deal with this bigger group right now. We're going to go deal with that smaller group.
maybe this
Take
whole
community.
thing is like Hunger Games meets Truman Show.
Yeah, big time.
We did joke a couple
Totally
times about
Hunger
that. Not
Games.
exactly like that, but yeah, like with the Hunger Games and stuff, like everyone's like getting tested.
is.
And Yeah, so
somebody knows what's going on.
Someone
and it's
knows.
not our guys.
So I think we'll have to talk a lot more next time, but we love talking about this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please check out our links below if you want to see our merchandise. Please subscribe. And we have a Patreon if you want to see videos early. We have a huge library there with thousands of videos that you can check out. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Bye.
Yeah, peace out.
Don't get lost.